Welcome to the next video in the Organic Gold sample funnel. So far we have found and entered the outside website URLs in the companies you promote section. We created sales page 2, linking to both of those URLs. We also created sales page 1, a couple of autoresponder email templates, and also the getting started instructions page. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the autoresponder campaign, and I'm also going to create at least one of the two lead capture pages. So the first thing I want to do is go over to the website section and make an update on one of the buttons, because I was looking this over and here we are right here, sales page number 2, organo. I'm going to click on edit and I'm going to click on edit text. I was thinking about it, and it's not so much that we're having the prospect order a sample as much as we want them to try the product. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that button. Might as well just save the code behind it while I'm at it. So I just clicked on the link icon, copied the code, and I'm going to go ahead and delete that button, leave the cursor exactly where it's at, click on the picture icon, browse server, custom library, and I'm going to pick the same color button, but I'm going to find one that says try the product. And here we go right here, try the product. That makes a lot more sense. And so now I've got the new button in there. I'm just going to highlight it, click on the link icon again, paste that code right in there. Protocol should be other, and I'm going to click OK. I'm going to save the changes, and now let's take a look at that and make sure that everything is correct. So now I'm going to click on the try the product button. Okay, perfect. And the get started now button. All right, now we are in business. So now I'm going to start on an autoresponder campaign, and I'm just going to start from scratch, create 3 emails in that campaign, each one of them linking to a different page. And so how I'm going to do that is I'm going to hover over email, voice, and text, hover over email, and click on add campaign. And I'm going to call this Organo Gold, create this campaign. And I'm just going to click here where it says I'd like to create my own campaign. And then I'm going to click add a new email to this campaign. Now a lot of times I'll skip the subject line until after I get started, so I'll just type in a couple of letters here to get past this, and I'll come back to the subject line later. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on view edit. So I'm going to start out putting the prospect's first name in the email, and that is obviously only if I have lead capture pages that are asking for the first name of the prospect. So whether that's true or not is whether or not you're going to be using the first name code. So I've got that in there, and now I'm going to type my message. Okay, for sample purposes, I'm not going to create and type up what I would normally try to come up with if my prospect was going to receive an email. I'm just going to type up something very, very basic like I did. Not much here, but when I get to the point where I'm going to put who the email is from, you always want to use codes for that, because you're going to be sharing this and you want it to be applicable for anybody using it for their prospects. So the drop-down menu, just click on my first name, my last name, and you may want to put your phone number on there, so just click my phone, and then obviously you're going to separate that and then drop that down the line. And okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a clickable link right here that says view it here. I don't like to use the words click here in autoresponder campaigns. I don't like the word free, things like that. Don't use capital letters a lot, all caps. Those things are going to get flagged as spam. So you'll notice the text here says, did you like our presentation? I've got my cursor blinking right there. And so if I go up here, it says place a trackable link to a web page. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the the text here, whatever I type in here will be the clickable text they see in their campaign. So I'm going to type in, see it here, and the page I want to link to is, here it is right here. Now I could bring them back to sales page 1, that's just as easy, so that's going to be a personal preference. I'm just going to go ahead and bring them back to sales page 2 because that has the get started options directly below that video. All right, so now that I have that showing here, I'm just going to click add, and there we go. And for the subject line, I may want to copy their first name code and put it right in the subject line. I'm going to paste it there, and then, something basic, and I'm going to click Save Changes. So now I've got email number 1 that is linking to sales page number 2. And you'll notice it says sent on day 0. That means they're going to get this email immediately once they opt in. So I'm going to add another email to this campaign. So I'll just type in something here and I'll come back to it. Click on View Edit. Okay, so the real purpose of watching me create these campaigns is not the content that I write, but how to do the linking correctly. I'm going to type in view here because I want those words to be clickable, and I want them to link to autoresponder template number 1. And there it is right there. You remember I created that in a previous video, and I'm just going to click add. I would obviously complete the rest of this email. Subject line, I'm just going to put in something simple and save my changes. So now email number 1 links to sales page 2. Email number 2 links to autoresponder template number 1. And I'm going to change the sent on day to 1 and click Save Changes. And I'm going to create one more email. I'm going to change the sent on day for this third email to a 2 and click Save and refresh my page. And now I'm going to click View Edit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a clickable link that links to autoresponder template number 2. So I'm just going to put, this time maybe go here, and then I'm going to find that in the drop-down menu, and here it is right here. I'm going to click add, and I'm not going to take the time to create the rest of the email, but I will show you one more thing. Suppose you wanted to link directly to the outside website URL. Well, that's the exact same process. You're just going to use the form right above it. And I would find Organo 1, which would be the getting started page, because there may be a chance that you're going to want to link directly to that outside website URL from your autoresponder campaign. So that's how you do it. So I'm going to click Save Changes, and I now have a 3-message autoresponder campaign. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create lead capture page number 2, and then in the next video I'm going to create lead capture page number 1. So I'm going to start out by hovering over websites, hovering over web pages, and click on copy web pages. The one I'm going to copy is this one right here, name and email. I'm going to click make me a copy, and I'm going to label this Organo lead capture number 2. And for the title tag, I'm just going to type in special offer. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to a subdomain. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and create a subdomain on the fly. I'm just going to call it go to, and the autoresponder campaign is going to be called organo. So let me find it. There it is, the one I just created. And the page that I want to link to right when the prospect opts in is a page in your website. So let me find that. That's going to be called sales page number 1, organo. I'm going to click Save Changes. And as far as the background pick, I'm going to choose this one right here. And I'm going to change the headline to say something else. Now, I've said this before, but what I've done is before I started this whole project, I went and found YouTube videos that I was going to use as examples for sales pages and lead capture pages and stuff. And you've already heard my video, my thoughts about using company videos for lead capture pages. I don't think it's the greatest idea, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just for example purposes. So I've already got that YouTube video copied, and I'm just going to go into source, do a search. There it is right there. I'm going to paste that in there and click save. And now let's take a look. All right, so there we go. I've got lead capture page number 2, and I'm going to create lead capture page number 1 in the next video. That's it for this video. We'll see you on the next video.